start it. So how many of you guys are athletes out here?
Who?
Raise your hands.
Back in the day.
Alright. So how many of you have a role model for the sport that you guys follow? Yeah?
I'm just learning
Alright.
rugby.
So for me, as you guys know, I play tennis, and my role model is Roger Federer. For those of you who don't know who he is, he's born and raised from Switzerland. He started playing tennis at the age of 8, and became number 1 for the world for junior tennis players at the age of 14. And he didn't turn pro until he was 23, which is, or actually, yeah. Okay, sorry. So he turned pro when he was 17, right? But he didn't become number 1 in the world until he was 23. And so I'm saying, for me, he's the best tennis player in the whole world, with all his accomplishments out there that lead him to having the title as the greatest player of all time, according to a New York Times article that I read, explaining all his accomplishments and everything. So I'll be, sorry, I'm a little nervous out here, but okay. So today I'll be sharing with you, all of you guys, his accomplishments. That includes how many tournaments he won throughout his professional career, how many Grand Slams he won, and how long he's been number 1, because that's his record. Alright, so I'd like to start off with the amount of tournaments that he has won. He has won 77 tournaments in his career as of right now, and he's still playing. And that's a great accomplishment as a player, because he's been in the tour for tennis for only 15 years, and he's 4th all time for the most tournaments won. And so the top guy, he has 109 tournaments total, won, but he's been playing for 26 years. So you can see between that 11-year gap that Federer still has, he can probably pass one of 4. But another thing I have to tell you is, at the age of 32, is already pretty much a turning point for a professional tennis player's career, because that's the point where you slow down, your body can't handle against 23-year-olds, And that goes to my next transition, which is how many Grand Slams he's won throughout his career. So for those of you who don't know what Grand Slam is, it's consisted of 4 tournaments throughout a yearly tournament for professionals. And there's Wimbledon, US Open, Australian Open, and the French Open. Now these tournaments are a big deal for pros, because if you win this, you get paid $6 million a tournament, I'd say, and you get 2,000 points in rankings. So Federer, throughout his career as of today, he has won 7 Wimbledon, 5 US Opens, 4 Australian Opens, and 1 French. And that's my dream of actually playing one of these tournaments, hopefully one day. So that's incredible. And like I said, 17 Grand Slams. He has the all-time record. He passed the previous record of what I believe is Pete Sampras. If you guys don't know who he is, he's a local, I'm not local here, but he's a United States tennis player. And he had 15, I believe. So that's a good accomplishment. And I like to move on to his record of being number 1 the longest, which is 302 total weeks. And 4 years out of those 302 weeks was consecutively been number 1. And he's currently passing the number 1 player, Rafael Nadal, by 200 weeks as being number 1, which is a great accomplishment by any player. So I like to conclude this tribute speech to my all-time favorite player, Roger Federer, saying that without him, I probably wouldn't play tennis, because the way he plays is just phenomenal. Every time I see him play, when he was 18 to now he's 32, he's still pushing the guys who are like 18 or 23, like 10 years younger than him. And, he's just trying to prove that age doesn't matter. And as of right now, he's currently number 7 in the world, and everyone ahead of him is like 10 years younger than him, but he's still hitting with them. He can hang with them. So, yeah, that's my tribute to Roger Federer.